know that Matrix 4 trailer was bombastic and amazing. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. Yeah, that Matrix 4 trailer was pretty insane. The Matrix Resurrections looks incredible. Amazing visuals, exciting action, gravity-defying goodness. Yes, I am so ready for this. I am a fan of the entire Matrix trilogy. I don't care what anyone says. I loved all of them. Now, along with the incredible trailer, the official synopsis has been revealed. The Matrix Resurrections is a continuation of the story established in the first Matrix film. It reunites Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne as cinematic icons, Neo and Trinity, in an expansion of their story that ventures back into the Matrix and even deeper down the rabbit hole. A mind-bending new adventure with action and epic scale, it's set in a familiar yet even more provocative world where reality is more subjective than ever, and all that's required to see the truth is to free your mind. 20 years after the first film, the franchise that helped define pop culture at the turn of the century is back for a continuation and extension of the original movie. The Matrix remains in the zeitgeist as a film that has changed the way we look at cinema and reality itself. With its game-changing action and visual effects, The Matrix helped pave the way for films to follow. Now, obviously, they want you to believe that this movie is only based upon the first Matrix movie. And people are saying, well, does that mean the other two are not canon? I don't think so. And so, Viewer Anon, who got to watch The Matrix 4 early. Viewer Anon said this: about 90% of that Matrix Resurrections trailer footage is from the first hour of the movie. And when asked, does it just retread the first film? He said this: it'll diverge, but it's more personal than the other movies. It isn't about saving humanity or destroying the Matrix. Peace was already achieved in Revolutions after all. It's about Neo and Trinity. Which is true because in the actual trailer you do see Neo with his eye still burnt out from the last movie. And Trinity is also jacked in as well. Which makes sense because they both crash landed in the Machine City, so their bodies are already there. Viewer Non also said this: I've heard people speculating whether Matrix Resurrections really acknowledges the sequels or is more of a reboot. It's a direct, though not immediate, sequel to Revolutions, and characters from all three movies return. Is definitely going to be the sequel to Matrix Revolutions. Maybe goes further beyond that. Now, I hope you remember Viewer Anon because I presented him in the last video where the Matrix is weird. Well, this is what he said that time. The Matrix Resurrections screened this afternoon and it is weird, meta, engrossing, surprisingly funny, and ambitious to a fault. I expect word of mouth to be wildly mixed, but the people who love it will love it. This is definitely the work of Cloud Atlas Lana Wachowski, not Jupiter Ascending Lana Wachowski. And I want to focus on the meta aspect of this movie. Now, this could be huge spoilers, so if you don't want to know anything about Matrix Resurrections, bye-bye. Now, Scoot, who works in the film industry, actually, kind of teased what this movie could actually be about with this one tweet. So are you ready to have your mind blown? Well, here we go. Apparently, what I've been told is that Neo gets replugged back into the Matrix and kept alive. His memory is completely wiped and he's back as Thomas Anderson. But this time, he actually works as a video game developer for, guess who? Warner Brothers. I'm not joking. This is what I've been told. He works for Warner Brothers making a video game, The Matrix 4. Apparently, Christina Ricci is his producer. And this guy from the trailer is a Warner Brothers executive. So the three Matrix movies does happen, but within this world, it's actually in the world. That's why you see the original Matrix in the background in the trailer.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
But was also explained to me that Yahya Abdul-Mateen II does indeed play Morpheus, but he's a digital recreation of Morpheus within that world. Apparently Jessica Henwick has the anomaly code. I guess maybe is the new one? Is this Sati or the Oracle? Wait a minute, did Sati become the new Oracle? And look at her glasses, it's red, while Neil Patrick Harris's character has blue glasses. It's kind of like the red and blue pill. And this part I'm not sure, but wow, I mean, he looks like the architect. So maybe because Neo is the video game developer, maybe he's also the new architect for that world. It's almost like that simulation theory, how we're in a simulation, and it's kind of funny because we're making games that are simulations. We're making a simulation in a simulation. I guess it's exactly what this movie is, which is mind-blowing, but I love it. Now with that little snippet of trailer that is supposedly only 90% of the first hour of the movie, there's going to be a lot more stuff that is not being shown in that trailer. Viewer Nod said this: with the trailer on the horizon, figured now is as good a time as any to say I've heard Matrix Resurrections runs around 140 minutes right now, as opposed to the 165 in June. Release the Wachowski cut, just kidding, just kidding. Now hearing about this movie, how it's so meta, and the video game portion of it, I am even more excited for the Matrix Resurrections. Man, this movie's going to be insane.
To be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.